yeah, cousins, those cookies smell even better than they look, and they taste even better than that. So join me today while I teach you how to make my classic chocolate chip cookies. So we're gonna start off with 2 sticks of unsalted, uncultured Vermont butter, and I'm telling you, it's worth those extra few coins. You're gonna beat that on high for about 5 minutes until it's nice and creamy, and then you're gonna add yourself 3/4 of a cup of dark brown sugar and a half of a cup of white sugar. Mix that in for a minute or two, and then circle back and just scrape those edges and corners to make sure that sugar and butter are mixing in well. Then you're gonna take yourself 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Then you're gonna circle back with a half of a teaspoon of baking powder, and then you're gonna take yourself a half of a teaspoon of table salt. Yeah, you don't need that fancy cracked sea salt foolishness. You just go ahead and take yourself a half of a teaspoon of table salt, and then you're gonna circle back and add 1 whole large room temperature egg. Beat that into your cookie dough, and then add your flour mixture half at a time. Don't just dump all that flour off up in there. Add half of it at a time, and then once you get all of that flour beat off into your cookie dough, we're gonna turn our mixer off, but that's once all the flour is mixed in, alrighty. But then you're gonna go ahead and take that mixer out, and I always make a little bit of a mess, but you're gonna dump that cookie dough off up in there, and then we're gonna start working with our hands, all right? Ain't nothing wrong with it. And we're gonna hit it with 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and then once you get that in there, you're gonna go ahead and mix that in. You're just gonna lightly work that dough and get that vanilla extract mixed in, all right? And then you're gonna go ahead and hit it with the star of the show, the chocolate. We're gonna hit it with some milk chocolate chips and some semi-sweet chocolate chips. I use about a half of a cup of each. Mix that up, and then we're ready to form our cookies. So we're going to take an ice cream scooper and go ahead and scoop that cookie dough out, and I yielded about 10 cookies out of this recipe, and ain't nothing wrong with that. About 10 nice sized cookies, and then I just circle back with the semi-sweet chocolate chips, and then you're going to put it in the fridge or the freezer for about 30 minutes to an hour. Take your parchment paper, spray it with that non-stick, and place that oven on 375, and we're going to bake those cookies for 15 to 20 minutes. Allow them to cool for about 5 minutes, and then I transfer them off of the parchment paper just onto the cooling rack, and I let those sit for about 25 minutes to 30 minutes, and bam, they are ready to serve, y'all. They are so delicious, and I know you and your loved ones are going to love them. So go ahead and give them a try. You know your cousin Vincent had to take care of you. Be blessed.